onto independent television and gave special program on different issues when it happened for Nigeria. Today now, we could go to the southeast. We go see what it happened for that side. I don't tell them my name, but this evening they would Ehicho Irobe. Ehicho, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. My people for house, I greet you now.
You don't take small.
Yes, don't take small. Well done.
Yes, so working at Benson, they will talk for inside the equally. They will for inside house. Equally, good evening.
My people, good evening. Well done.
Okay, I want to discuss today. We want to talk about the insecurity for the southeast to the extent that a lawmaker was beheaded. For time we nothing. I'm saying they don't kidnap him. They can go keep the head for somewhere. Not just that. Even yesterday again, for even today, we did see for news that say they take killed by 7 people and also burn down. They burn down local government. They burn down before this recent one. The thing can't get us. Also, in the course of the program, we'll talk to the chief press secretary to the Anambra State government, president of Osage, Christian Aburime, one of us too. Make also to tell us some of the things that happen for inside Anambra and the effort so far when we see the government do. We'll start with you, Wakina Benson. You will one person when we see they do businesses around the southeast. Maybe we'll take it from there. The insecurity in the southeast, I still affect the economy of the area.
Well, the truth of the matter is the Easterners, they are very hardworking people. And the majority of them, from what I've seen, they're not that happy with the recent developments. You know, when you are a businessman, you depend on daily income. And if you miss any day, they tell on your business. So the thing is really affecting the East, and it's even other parts of the country, not just the East. Because people, they from the south side, from the north, from the west, where they go trade for this area. So now these activities of IPOB or some other persons who don't threaten, say people should not go out and carry out their daily activity. It affect the indigenes of the East. It affect people who are from other states. And it's a threat to the economic life of that place. The East is a very viable place for business. And with this thing where they happen, so many people don't get double mind. Say insecurity, they build up around that area. So it's not safe for them to travel. And the painful thing is we just look only the business side. It still even affect schooling. Some people now not go, this last jam where they write, some people will say, no, I'm not my became go school for the East because of the issues where they happen around the East. So it will affect them in so many ways. And they give them a very bad image. And the bottom line is, if it's not taken care of on time, it can result to something of a very dangerous extent, just like the ones who happen for the far north and some other areas.
Ehicho, yeah. Look at like this. So, Pastor W.F. Kumuyi will be the general overseer of Deeper Life. They won't do crusade for Abba. Now, I pop to say, no, make you not do that crusade. Right now, Oga Kumuyi don't put leg for reverse jar. For time when I was for Anambra State, they can't kidnap the member when they represent Agauta 2 constituency for inside that place. His name is Honorable Okechukwu Okoye. Yes. After some time, now we see they're carrying. Yesterday or so, some days ago, now they bring a head, come and they can't see a head for someone. Say they cut a head, can't go put down for Chisco Park. We see everybody go see him. Now. Still that yesterday again, after that one, once the Yezimo said there about 7 people that they killed for different communities in that area. So when you look at the killings in the southeast, vis-a-vis even this recent one, how you take sum up the whole thing and the economy of the place?
Okay, well, 2 questions in one. Killing in the southeast now in itself an aberration, meaning say now one kind activity where people can't do, we offend the sensibility of humans. In those days, if you hear say they kill person, you will not say, or they will talk say, they desecrate the land. Say it be like say they pour blood for where blood no suppose they. Even the Bible they condemn them for a book where Cain, when he killed Abel. So the blood of Abel cried unto God today, killing, it don't become almost a normal thing. And they can't step them up by the way where they can't do them. We will call them bizarre, very, very bizarre, gruesome murder. They will do them, they will either torment the person or they will kill them the way where you will take kill cow, ram, ordinary, because be like say life not can mean anything to some persons. I don't want to say to Nigerians because it means so much to us. Life not mean anything to some of these persons. That is why they will just lie somebody down, kill them like the way where they will kill ordinary ram or ordinary cow. So the thing they bad. It's chilling, it's gruesome. Not be everybody they feel watch them. Like this recent one of the Lawmaker when they do so. Fear, if I call them fear in quote, don't let me watch them because I know they look such thing. Any art where they barbaric, where I will say in our humans, now then they treat that way. I know they watch them because now goats, if they can, they make parable. It's even if him be goat, as he knows in a goat. If you take goat water, goat meat, cook for goat not the chopper. He go say, now goat meat, now be this. So he go send them, he go run away. Let alone humans. But today we will just do them, carry them for back, carry them for carton, go put them. Let's hope that say people will do this thing, police go feel actually track them. Maybe na ritual, maybe na assassination, maybe na the IPOP warning sign and signals.
But IPOP still don't be there.
Now so then go talk because police never catch people wey do am because
make her add. You don't forget say for time when you do two soldier be
yes
man and woman when one marry.
Yes.
They also kill them
in similar way.
Neck, can't even send the video of that when they kill them to their family. I believe so.
Now trend though, it's a trend. You see, it's a pattern. They go kill them, cut the head. You see, I say now 3 things I told you. I say maybe now rituals, now for ritual purpose, maybe. Then 2, maybe now political assassination. You know, say now political era with this so where you want to threaten the opponent, you go do things where go make him fear, where go make him blood run cold. Or maybe now even the IPOP where everybody they point say maybe now they do them. Although IPOP for that other one they say no be them, but for this one they never deny say no be them because they never even get leader now when they go hold. One man when be their spokesman before that man don't go into hiding since issues come dey. So IPOP not really get that leadership when we will take hold say now this one. For Nigeria today, make anybody claim say now IPOP, the person now outlaw, now criminal, because government don't proscribe that organization as a is it a terrorist group now? Yes. Government say they ban that thing. If you say you're not a member, it means you are anti-government. And so, waiting the challenge come be down now for the Southeast governors, made them sit down together. Especially the governor when newly come in, Chief Soludo, say now challenge now him be this so because according to Ram, he say make the people know say the party time is over. Now it's time for action.
Okay.
If you know arrest,
you just mentioned Soludo just now, so maybe we'll talk to the talk man for Soludo.
All right.
Himself. My brother, good evening.
Emmanuel, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Oh. People would like to know your name and what you did now.
My name is Christian Aburima.
Okay.
I stay in Anambra now.
Okay, yes. Where be the office, Oga?
And I be Chief Press Secretary to Governor Soludo.
Okay, so now you be the right person. Okay, so first of all, we congratulate you. Say one of us did the office for that side.
Thank you very much.
And I do people too, they do behind you very well. Okay, so first of all, the news of the death of Honorable Okechukwu Okoye, how did they receive him?
That news was a terrible news, and the governor was not because Okechukwu Okoye is the, person where they represent governor constituency for Anambra State House of Assembly.
Okay.
So the governor was not happy at all that they just killed the whole king's camp. So he was very sad over the thing will happen. So it was devastating. For the whole state, nobody happy at all.
So,
Because it was a very good man.
so from there, what will be the step when governor don't take?
Governor, the thing big governor say that for what this will do, that they know will go without they not catch them. So governor can say anybody will get information about this people will do this kind of thing. Say if they still bring information come, he will give them 10 million naira. When anybody will give useful information, we will lead to the arrest of these people. 10 million naira for the people head. You know?
Okay.
That's to show you see how you pay the governor rich. They don't cut their neck, you know, just that they kill the honorable himself and the personal people of them. Cut their neck.
Okay, that's all of their neck, then he cut so. I said that's all of their neck, they cut.
Yes, two of their neck. The honorable himself and the personal assistant. With their card.
So, what will be the situation in Anambra State as we speak today?
Well, the situation is not calm down much more so. So there is still more pockets of all these, issues and all that, but everything is coming down. And by tomorrow, the governor said we address the whole of the people of Anambra State. They can tell them what he is going to do to make sure the security people for this land.
If we come out from there, as it be so, killing. Bless you, just enter government. Come go see this one now. You feel let us know some of the things we say I don't do or I want to ensure say this killing go ever stop for Anambra.
I know that before we even come inside the government, this is not happen much more. You know, but as Ruto come down, he got a try to make sure he reduce his kill. I know that the people that are doing this thing, when they kidnap the kids, they don't use them as business. So, because the government wants to stop a lot, they don't want concrete. So they're going to kill more so that people will hear and the governor will say, okay, they cannot stop them again. But the governor says, no, he must make sure that all of them will be killed, he eradicates them. So what the governor will do now is he don't go Lagos, he don't go Abuja, go meet people this are not people will get money. They support the government with money. They will be fighting, that fight the criminals, so that government will get enough money for trust fund, government trust fund, security trust fund, so that they will donate to the security trust fund. The government will get enough money to buy equipment, when they fight what these people have put security in place. So that is what the way don't do. Another thing is that many plans we is already put, we will announce tomorrow. So with the way for that tomorrow, we will announce all the other plans.
Okay, there are some other plans. What we say go announce for tomorrow now.
Yes, other plans we plenty we will announce tomorrow.
Okay.
So I want to make him out that.
Yes. That we understand that one very well. But which means that maybe by next week we will also call you to also ask for you what will be some of the plan and what will the goal, because we like to monitor what will be the goal for Anambra State and how they tackle and the development of the place and until when peace go come back to Anambra State. But before we let you come out, so far so good now. What will I don't put for ground? I've been under just security and just follow.
No, we don't do too many things. The governor don't make the recruit more teachers because if the teachers not too plenty for Anambra schools or primary and secondary school, they don't recruit teachers. And apart from teachers, they recruit some doctors, they recruit some doctors so that they will get enough doctors for hospital. And so revenue, before now, people they take money, anybody will go and take money anywhere. I say no, this time around, go they take money anywhere. When the money is collect, they will pay into government account. You don't collect money physically anymore. So you don't put that one down, you don't go on the chat. Clean up on the chat, we'll put that, clean up the whole place. Clean up everywhere. So So if you go to Ghana, Onitsha is very fine. Don't fine, well. So those are the things where you don't do already.
Before we would like to come up for him, I don't know whether some of my people there they would like to ask you one question. But before we come up for him, make I ask you this question. This with the year those days, they say this body now he say made they sit at home. Now them they say no that sit at home and not be there talking. But the area when I want to say the thing sit at home like on their first schools. So what do I want to do? Now don't do anything about that area.
Sit at home now one big problem here. And government don't say there is no sit at home anymore because even people who even people that who they sit to house IPOB they don't say they don't give that order again say they don't camera. Government says no say last week or we go Abuja we go Abuja he meet with Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
And last time say he no authorize it at home. They all the killing with the more for another say is sacrilege. They he no authorize them. They are the key. They not the way he dey fight for that. Where the key keep going anyhow. You know. So this also is a big problem. But today now Monday and Peter too. You know, some people fear to come out because of what is going to happen, but they come out not more. You know, so gradually government don't educate people. They know they sit for Monday that they come and go to their business and won't do anything. So for school too, you know, then they try so that children will go to school on Monday. You know, but this thing looks like gradually because they don't too care about people's mind. So now small, people will begin you know, come back again for Monday, so that they begin to work on Monday. You know, but small, we know that everything will be okay.
Okay, my brother Osage Christian Aburibe, we salute you when we say you join us from Anambra State.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
So by next week, we would like to join you again. We will know the update and so far, what did the government talk about Anambra people and the steps women that they take? Will they do follow up from inside this program?
No problem. I do for granted. Every time when you want to come here, I do.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. So, Asia,
yes.
You say you mentioned Soludo name. Now, make I break the talk man for our guys Soludo, make it come talk to you.
Exactly. Now the welcome vibes.
Yeah.
Be that.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome vibes for the they will not say strange, the cut hand. When Soludo the campaign for say Ingos said get soft the onus is on him now. Make it take control waiting the fire where they burn for Anambra State. When they meet Nnamdi Kanu for detention, he go visit him behind closed doors. We don't know what he discussed with him. But it be like say the agreement where they reach whenever they see the manifestation. Otherwise, the killing may be if or not they. However, Nnamdi Kanu say he no authorize killing, no. Make them they kill anybody in his name. Even the sit at home, he don't come to understand that now because initially in 2015, when they start this sit at home matter, now it was an annual event. Say the day where they declared the Republic of Biafra by Lieutenant Colonel Juku in 1966, 1967, before the Civil War started. Now they made them remember the war veterans where they killed during that time. So for that time, to the average Igbo man, the issue of sit at home was noble. Say, may we identify with our people. We hear them because they really suffer the Civil War. Now so it is start. Say made them they remember. But when they come arrest Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, before they come bail him, they come rearrest him. The people will take over the struggle, as it were. They can't say the day when Nnamdi Kanu go, they go court, where they want carry and go court, then go sit for house, make them solidarize with them. Say, may them show solidarity with the movement. And so it start. Then from there, as government no will come carry Nnamdi to go court, they will come say, it be like, say, government no one, they sincere. They come say, okay, every Monday, they sit at home. So if you observe, and if you want to calculate what things can happen for Anambra, now terrible matter, because on Monday now, the average person for that region, they live in fear.
Governor Man don't confirm it just now.
They live in fear.
Even as of today, yes, people not come out.
Yes, because I read one report when the transport company give us for Lagos State alone, Anambra State get over 46 parks. And then for Lagos, from Lagos to come to Anambra, about 100 buses, now then they load a day. And so for that Monday, we cancel. You can imagine
how much you're losing.
You can just imagine how much. 100 buses not free come into the state. And waiting 100 buses go come the economy of that region. You can imagine. Then they can say they don't lose that the average bus where they buy for one brand new bus now about 25 million naira. And if you put that one for road for Anambra, say make it go Lagos or make it from Lagos come into that state, chances are that you will lose it. So you will just see if person lose 4 vehicles like that. That one are 100 million in one day. So they don't feel quantify, you don't feel calculate how much then they lose for that region. Although they say it is worth the struggle, but it be like man will put fire for bush. It comes gather and say, now here I put fire. The one where they burn go that side, I don't understand them. IPOP don't start fire. And anyone will come they burn, including the killing, people don't feel go market, children don't feel go school. Some people even miss exam on account of this. Just imagine like today now, when they write WAEC, people sit down for house, say you must sit at home because you happen to have come from that geographical expression called Southeast. Now the struggle, well, nobody say I want to sympathize or I don't want to sympathize. People get right to agitate for whatever they like. But may they remember saying, where your rights end, now there another person won't begin. And you know what, if force people, make them join your faith, make them join your struggle, make them join your belief. Not be everybody be IPOP. And what is IPOP? It's a indigenous people of Biafra. And that time, when they start when Ojukwu, Lieutenant Colonel Ojukwu, in 1967, when he declared, now over 6 states for the Southeast now he carry. And the ethnic group, he include Ijo that time, Ibibio, the Igbos, when they group. But some of these groups don't come on now and say, this struggle, they say, when sleep, we carry man from one market day to another now, not be sleep again, now death. IPOP struggle, it don't become something like you will say, you start them, you don't even know how it want end. People don't they hijack them. People where they kill now, me no say not be the part of the struggle where the people say they want to do be that. They kill people now, that is a branch of it. Now the fire where IPOP put for bush, now they burn. So, but if they come out, come renounce or come denounce, come reject the killing where they happen, they don't will feel reject the insecurity generally where they pervade that land. If you talk of Igbo land and you just say, and don't be that place, on March 21st this year, when they do one burial like that, some courts come into the venue, they kill over 20 persons. In the name of what? We don't know. Some people say now IPOP, some people say now cultists, some people say now secessionists, some people say now protesters. What are they protesting? They just kill those people for nothing. Up to today, nothing happened. So they can't see killing as part of life. If you post me now, for example, make I go there for any job now, I go look, I go ask you, today na Monday, we know what free travel go there. It can't be like say, even that Southeast don't become another state of its own. It's another country of its own. This is because, like we don't want to talk since, where non-state actors could they dictate the pace and the tune of administration, they have lost it. We just hope, say...
Who lost her?
Government has lost it. Government don't lose. One, federal government don't they cede that region to unknown persons. But if federal government watch and come out, then they say the Southeast governors, they are in trouble, because very soon they will come to shout like our brother for Kaduna, our brother for Katsina, our brother for Niger, they will come to cry. But we just hope, say, not be waiting to happen for the north, now it can snowball into the southeast.
But, killing, not just killing now, and beheading people. Difference between that one and terrorism.
Well, it's part of terrorism. And what is terrorism? When you go check a dictionary, you will see, for Igbo land, where they start this war of terrorism, then they get mission. It is an activity meant to dethrone a government, to unseat a particular government and enthrone one. And so, for here now, we don't know what they fight.
The issue of IPOB as it stands gets several schools of thought. And we need to look at the issue because it's a very sensitive one. First and foremost, there were certain factors where lead these people to they agitate, that they want their own sovereign state. And one of the principal factors, now see they're not really, they include them for governance. Like for a very long time, they never allow an Igbo man be president of this country. And if you look there, they contribute very well to our growth economically. The Igbo man is across the 36 states and is trading and is contributing very well. So excluding them from opportunity of being the head of the country or the president as it is something that doesn't really go well with those areas. It's like they really don't relegate them. Then again, the Southeast is made up of 5 states. And these 5 states, for quite a long time now, they don't get several issues around security. They come in various forms. Now, the painful thing for that region is the IPOB, so many other groups don't take that umbrella. They carry out their own activities. Remember, for the East, they don't get series of notorious kidnappers before even IPOB started to make rounds.
Yes, yes.
There was one that happened way back in Owerri, Vampire. It was a very notorious kidnapper, well-known, popular. Now, what has happened is we're not a year of individuals will be criminals again. Waiting the year now. So there's a big umbrella that covers everything that is bad. Either we use IPOB or we use unknown gunmen. Now, some of the representatives of the IPOB don't tell you, say, they are not part of these people where they kill and where they carry out certain orders. That
But
they are not for that.
Public, they get a little bit difficult to believe because
no,
why?
But let me say something.
No, wait, why? Because you say you don't be part of this one, but now you start.
No.
Two. Now recently, they come to begin to deny, say they no put any wait now. Wait, you go talk. Now I bring the contact now. Not recently come begin to deny, say not with them. Say me they first sit at home. Was it so from beginning? The sit at home now which person language?
See,
there are two. The other thing where you go also have say you say you get IPOB, you get Eastern Security Network. If not you, not be the people they do this thing. Why not use your security people to tell us, okay, not be who they do, see what it will stand for, see who they do this thing.
But
instead, the thing they increase every day. And the way they happen, now so it happen for Anambra, they happen for Aba.
Even though they extend enter Asaba small.
Don't enter Asaba small.
Don't enter Asaba small. But I will tell you something. Just like when we get militancy for the South-South, the militant group then stand for, see, the one that they spoil our land. We not like them, our people not feel farm. But inside that group, so many other fractions can come out. They kidnap expatriates. So it can't be like the thing where the male people they fight for, not being those ones they represent. People, they take advantage of situation. Like he said, everybody get right to agitate. And if you look this country, the government of the day, they don't fail the people in so many areas. Like, for example, now, we get university students who in this school. Such students now where they east, where come from that region, where school they on strike. Some of them can easily be swaying to all these kind of activities out of frustration of not being in school. So we need to hold everybody responsible. The IPOB, as it may, they have their own part where we will say, yes, these people, we hold them responsible. But we should also look at where government don't play a role. And remember, this eastern region, at the time they started this IPOB activity, when they go about peacefully, they protest. Governments go to Operation Python dance there. And people die. A lot of things happen. Even recently, again, they do another operation there for Imo State in particular. A lot of people lost their life, and nobody talk. And these things don't give birth into so many people where don't they go about out of frustration, anger, bitterness. They don't do so many things. So why would they look Southeast as it stands, say the activities there, they affect the economic life of that place? What will be the role where government, federal government in particular, don't play, either to reduce this thing, because they are still part of Nigeria, or they even make the thing worse? What really is the role? Because when you see soldier men come your village for no just reason, and they start to research, they abuse innocent people and some other things like that, those things go stiffly drive some people into violent acts, which is not really called for. And mind you, everybody get different ways with it.
Somebody, before I come to you, because I want to bring you back to Soludo, make I come back to you. I saw this week now, okay, this last week just passed, about 3 young men come from that southeast region. They won't be saying they're not tired. Because their market, that week, their Oga Mazi, he go court. So they do sit at home on Monday, sit at home on Tuesday, sit at home on Wednesday. So when people they know they go school, bank not they work, big movement, you know, see the way they come, they do sit at home now. That if they see you outside, they kill the person.
But you see my concern.
Yeah. So
wait, make something clear.
What I'm trying to tell you is that whichever way, we will see what those people are responsible. The people when they kill, so are they not from that area?
Make I tell you, like this thing where they talk, so everybody get bad eggs.
So the bad egg come out all the
bad eggs they everywhere.
Okay.
You know that is true. Bad eggs they everywhere. We go take advantage of things, show who they really be. Mind you, this same is if you go back in the late 90s, now they bring back Kasi boys one time. When they say the kind of robbery and everything, they happen. A governor says, I don't go fit control, I don't fit bear this thing again. He had to bring Bakassi boys. Yeah. And you never hear that kind of for any part of this country. Yeah. And what the Bakassi boys they do then? Anybody where they know say don't involve in killing one form or other, they go just take justice immediately. So that goes to tell you that they don't already get elements of this kind of nature where they perpetuate some bad, just like it be for every other parts of the country. But one principal thing where me I'd like us to look at, make we not always the neglect when we discuss issue, it's like saying a father has children in a house, and the children they fight with bottle, they give each other injury, and you go say this one not the year old. In short, now their room they fight. Make I just leave them, make they kill themselves. Is that the way the father will handle it?
Who they do that also?
No, me I they ask.
So
is that the way the father will handle it?
Situate the argument to who will be the father.
You go figure that one out yourself.
You go figure that one out.
But see my take. If Nigeria as a country, all the segments of this country now, the security, our government never feel they address various segments where they get security problem. That means those of us where they areas where never they get these issues, we should be worried. Because if it happen for Anambra State here, the distance from Anambra State to here is not much. We should be worried too. Whatever is going on there now should make us worry. Because I expect, say, federal government, they suppose don't feel they get all the tools and apparatus to go and do this issue. They suppose don't take the bull by the horn and address these issues where they happen there squarely. Solodo mentioned something from one of his interviews where he said one they get 40 men for each local government. where they could train and make they go about to address all of these security issues. Because at the end of the day, now their indigenes go really fit stand, put heads together and find ways to solve their problem. But see my concern, which I will always talk often and often, when they talk about security issues now, what thing they really make most young people, they go into violence and into crime. Sometimes and when they are not well engaged. Now, the ones where they go school, for how many months now? Active young men, they suppose they school now, they know they school. And some of these people, their body, they hot.
The day house.
The day house.
As at last week, El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna, they don't confirm saying that 2 terrorist group they for inside Kaduna, the Ansaru, whatever, 2 of them. And those 2, they recruit people.
Okay.
Meanwhile, our children are at home.
They are at home. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And they recruit people. And when they talk, it could be like say, as a country, those things mean anything to us as a people. Government of the day, they look as we speak so. Because of say their children not doing most of these institutions, they don't take them lightly. They don't take them like saying I want it. Anyway, that for another day. Make I take you back to HOA.
Yes.
I want you to advise Soludo, at least by your experience. Why I want me to advise Soludo, I mean you also bring back the issue of Soludo, who will be governor of Anambra State. For a time, we know today, they go attack one local government, cause set them ablaze, set the headquarters ablaze. Yeah. And now, after that, they can't enter another place. Every day, for inside Anambra, one bad news, one killing, one drama, one shooting, one this, one that.
But not be only Anambra.
No. Yes.
Imo gets your own issues.
But I ask you now, you go tell me about that.
I was to tell you about like I was in about a week ago.
Yes.
And we noticed some few days before I go, about more than 60 gunmen, they just came to the area market and they were walking around. And from what they tell me there, they say those people come to make them not fear. That they are coming out now some cult groups where they fight. And then one fish out those cult groups where they terrorize the environment.
But who did they work for?
Who?
Those people will come out. Who are they working for?
And those ones, they with the recognized platform.
Which is
where they east. That you call an iPod.
You don't talk, you don't run from that.
You did with one of the recognized platforms.
Because for people to come out with guns, 60 of them.
They come out. Okay. They are agitating. They come out.
Okay.
They want to be their own security and all that. But the people there give the impression, say the court boys, they create problem.
Yes.
And when they came out peacefully. They want to address the court boys issue. But you see, all these things where they happen in a country where government, they sovereign and they in charge of its security. Can you see 20 armed men come out freely? Openly, in a public place, broad daylight, and they spend significant period of time? The answer is no. And one thing I will say, anybody where they hear, especially those in government, for no reason should anybody neglect any part of this country. And we should not use sentiments. I keep saying this thing. Anything where they happen for East, it they affect all of us. The ones where they happen for North, it they affect us. We are all together, one way or the other, we are connected. Because we get brothers and sisters way from here, they go about markets. Now there they get cheap things buy. They go come here and say, earn a living. Now, if they fear to go there and go trade, their children where they here, the source of getting goods to sell, it don't they tempered with. It go still affect our sisters here. So the thing now is, all hands should be on deck on how do we profess solution. Like you asked my elder
before the solution.
How do we, yes.
You don't talk about, what about Enugu and
Enugu gets its own challenges, especially for the suburb of Enugu. If you go towards those Ugbula for side, where they go towards Benue, there's kind of hostility between the Fulanese and the people in the area, because they still get instances where they will say all these people, they go their farms. The cows, they go their farm, go scatter things. and some of them, they come out attack. And the thing is, some of these news, they're not the one escalate them, so that I know creates, and some of them, they resolve their issues amicably. But one thing I also noticed, when I pass a place like Imo State, you go notice, say, Owerri used to be a very vibrant town. Owerri has more hotels than any other town within the eastern region, even if you put the south together. And nightlife for Owerri, they're very thriving. But in recent times, it's almost like a ghost city. A lot of people know they want commerce. So that thing don't take a toll on the business, and it don't bring so many economic activities down, which has, on the long run, in short, my concern for the East now is not what is going on now. Now the long-term effect, because you know the thing about commerce, if somebody, they come buy something for your hand, maybe they come for the past 5 years, and they used to you, they enjoy with you, they give them. If he can't get issues with reaching you, he can't go try another place, and they can't offer him something where they better. Even when you don't resolve your problem for your side, come they tell and say, hey, everything don't do good now, come. He go say, this place where I go, so I don't like you. You understand? And if those people there can't hold on where, two things will happen. Either he will come back, or if he won't come back, he will come back partially. That means he go buy from your hand today, tomorrow he will go the other side, meaning you don't share your market share. You understand?
If you watch the program now, UDUOTA, with the regional from independent television, any part of the world they watch us, now issues we get to do with this country, now we discuss every Monday and every Friday on this platform. And we really want to salute all of them when they watch this program. 052-290-573. Just call us if you get any comment concerning all this matter we'll discuss. If you watch us for Anambra, call us. If you watch us for Enugu, call us. If you watch us for Aba, call us. If you watch us for our Port Harcourt, call us. If you not call that number, if you call 080 30 500 796. I talk them again. 080 30 500 796. Maybe just let us know. Make a contribution. Go straight to the point. We don't say make you use this platform till they insult or they talk to anybody or they put people down or begin to insult our president or our vice president or even the governor of any of the states. But the way forward. HR affected just now say, see that the born local government. They burn local government, they destroy things, they burn police station, they burn ANEC office, they burn different things. Advise Soludo as someone who may say, you don't come before.
Yes. Well, the message is very clear to Soludo. Say, CBN governor, not be governor of the state. Now, he was a governor at the bank and not governor in the state. Now, he has to declare, now they open say, hey, I read recently a statement when he don't make, when all these things they happen, he need to sit up. He said the party time is over. And so CBN governor talk, former CBN governor, say party time is over. I said, oh, you really know, say, na party they do things. Now he wants to sit down. Yes. You see, they say now only foolish man I go sleep when snake there on top of a roof. It is not well with Anambra as of today. Therefore, government gets responsibility. The governor has a duty first to reassure the people that he is in charge. And he must show that both in actions and in words. Not be just of the talk, he must match words with action. Now the Constitution empowers governors to be able to arrest the situation because it may be the chief security officer of the state. And the Constitution not just give them that power, it give them the means. It give them the constitutional backing. It give them the wherewithal, make it do with whatever way he want to do. You know, see what our brother for Ondo do, Akeredolu, son. When the thing be one over him, he can sit down with the people say, my people, what do we do? He did not take just that decision on his own. He sat down and consulted. I think say, time when our brother Soludo go they consult now. All the groups, when he know, when he talk to, when he they campaign, make them all sit down and say, man, we have a common enemy. And that common enemy, now the person where they kill anybody, where they kill men, women, children, and whoever. It is common now because last time they killed Sojama and his wife, proposed wife, when one married. Just yesterday now, they killed a lawmaker with his aide. Who is next? Now Soludo go the things now. As it is now, Not be to the burn down filling station or to the burn down bank or to the burn down anywhere. Who is next? Who will be killed next? So he will go sit down as governor of the state and plan his state. Governor Akeredolu did with their Motekun forces. Now today, we don't see the effect of that group. It's yielding result, and we see them. Now just this week, when they say they arrest about 200 cows, and the people who carry the cow go farm, they don't run. Then they ask police now, make them profile those cows and their owners and the rest, because they enforce the ban on night grazing in their territory. So Anambra now not be grazing matter now. Now people killing people, and whoever is killing is an enemy. Anyhow, they say they know they mind waiting they take kill person enemy. Whether na gun or whether na catapult or whether na anyhow when they want to fight, make a fight. Now no be time to the wrong go Abuja, because Abuja get in own way the overflow. Not be to go meet President Buhari to say, oh God, I get problem. We all know that all the states in the federation, they all have problems. Now they are domestic as well as national. They have the money. Time to spend it is now. Time to put their acumen. Not be say I dey farm where I will farm from Ogun go reach Ebele. Time to do the action is now. Not be say I want to be governor. Now you are a governor. You have the powers. Not to shout. Consult with the people. Consult with relevant agencies. Consult with police, navy, army, whoever. Make them take arrest that situation. Because if it continues, people will begin to lose faith in his administration. It don't they fail with that. Not be just to pay salaries. Government is not about paying salary. Government is about the security and the welfare of the people. And where that one is missing, that government is a failure. Not be me talking, now so the constitution talk.
Well, like I told before, if you want to call us, if you reach us for 052-290-573. If you want to make any contribution from any of this discussion we don't discuss, why is it important? As we speak, so they derive WAEC. And today, they write one paper. For the southeastern states, as far as they are concerned, they don't go to school today. They come with a non-state out of school, they put working day for Saturday. So these children don't lose WAEC for today. Either they will come plan that paper for them, or they will set another exam for them, because that paper, you don't lick with that. Not be so education.
Yes, that's right.
So as we begin to wrap up, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and Godwin Obaseki, maybe the governor of Delta State and Edo State respectively. So the issue is, this problem we see they happen for the southeast, taking where they use Anambra as a case study. You get within Governor Okowa and Governor Godwin Obaseki go left from his side?
Yes, they get so many things to learn. First, you need to engage your youth in the right capacity. You know, some of the engagement of youth in the various states is political. They'll just create impression. You know, when you engage youth, you need to measure the capacity, because, like, for example, now, if you get youth where they more than 5,000 for your state, then you show one small project where you do go if you accommodate 200 youths, and the table say you don't train youths. You know, you go come say yes, you need to start. So I bet there are bigger ways to approach.
Let's say you fear to talk. No. You don't know talk in parable. Talk to now. They talk to him. If it's Okowa, you talk to him. Okowa, you
Okowa for Delta
If this Governor Obaseki, tell him that what you are doing is not enough. That's why you are here. Talk to him. You fear to talk.
I don't fear anybody. The truth of the matter is, no governor for Nigeria don't do enough for the youth. The youth are still far, far behind. They are not doing much. I would even say no one don't do 30% for youth. Our youths are just, and the funny thing is, we get some of the most hard-working youth for this country. But each time they want to talk about youths, they always pick some few ones to generalize the youths so they know they're serious. They're not really they do enough for the youth. See, for the Southeast now, I never hear anybody they call on the people where they agitate, say, see, if you know, say you be part of this group, now we want you now to come, submit yourself to government, then we will create something where we will help you now. They never even create that kind of platform for them. And this now one thing where most people don't try and from other areas, it work. Even for Niger Delta here, when they give amnesty, it work for Niger Delta. Till this day, reduce things where they happen. The East gets some of the billionaires for this country in terms of business persons. So if they ever want to grant their people empowerment scheme, any form where they want to do, and they can easily achieve, that kind of platform. But I never see any person where they come out now and say, okay, you don't follow IPOP, you they follow this one before. And maybe we feel so now not they well engaged. Now they give you an opportunity. If you know say you did with this group, come, submit yourself, then we will give you now something where will help you now. We never see that type. And I'm not one day in a hurry to, Soludo is quite new. I think it's too early for anybody to really appraise and say whether they do well or they do well. But you see, those states here will be our own states. I will tell you this one, the youths are not well engaged. Even the ones who volunteer to make themselves security outfit for the state, I never see any organized training where we give them some decorum and teach them how to really carry themselves well. Because today, as they come this program, one of the politicians will just come out from yesterday, and I saw the vigilante, they shoot gun anyhow. All in the name say, okay, maybe you don't get victory for where they from come. But that kind of attitude and response, it doesn't really tell well of our young people.
Okay.
And the way they make use of them, they never engage them with the right.
Even the fire, the spirit, the zeal, we did those vigilantes where they come out. It don't the cool small.
It don't the cool. Though.
You see, if you watch before, for inside those guys were all over the place. But right now, you can see the whole thing is dying now because encouragement not come. Say another day we'll talk about security vote, but what we know is that money when we say they set out to see me today.
And it gets one quickly say very sensitive thing.
Most of these things. But if you discover, you realize that at the always go out. When you reach a home, the way those youths will be vigilantes, they beg for that road should say those state governments, they do anything to those these things. Come like say the government just they
don't neglect
the people.
them.
They didn't because you don't pass the once before you reach I think a Roi. Before you go enter that gate
airport road in the night.
Bros,
somewhere you go meet, they go beg you.
Drop something.
Even
so,
airport
very
road.
big embarrassment.
Even airport road.
And you know like your parable, you make that parable before you come up for inside this studio. when we say he get money, I believe so. When we say
when hungry
man will get money, or when hungry man sit down on top of money, we take realization. How you see people will carry guns like that, they road, and you believe say one day they will not be compromised when nothing is coming to them. All right, time not taking for that program. We'll do this program again next week, Monday, by God's grace, and as at that time, our brother will come give us updates on what the governor will talk. Just one last advice for any of the party.
Say the question where you be asked before my brother heard the answer all around this. Say waiting Edo and the Edo governor and the Delta governor suppose learn from all of this. Waiting the morning be say they say when then they advise Peking we get papa, the one we don't get, it will put ear down. Now that it's happening in Anambra, Edo and Delta made them watch out. Say not be to talk. Now action, and then they talk. See the anti-grazing bill when don't the House of Assembly now over 3 months. The House don't finish the work. And now just red barrel from the governor and they wait. And I can show you that thing may not be signed until 2023.
Politics.
Now in Delta, the same thing. Now there insecurity starts. Now there it ends. Because if me day house, and person if he carry a gun around my house or in my farm, I am not secured. And if I cannot shout and there's nobody I can tell, there is nothing I'll be able to do.
One word, just a last advice, a minute. Time not to get.
For me, we need to be very careful with how we carry our youth along because the East where things they happen, they are youths. They well engaged in trading all over the country. So even as they get this problem, financially there are people still buoyant. But in our case, we never even develop measures where we engage our youths, where we make them strong financially like that. So we need to be extremely careful with how we treat the youth now.
We salute everyone who joined us this evening. We can say everything we say, then talk, na the personal opinion, na be that one, not the views of independent television. Anyway, we salute everybody who joined us. Our brother, again, Christian Osagi Aburume, we salute you. Will be Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Anambra State, and we wish you all the best in this journey. But I must assure you that not be that work, not really can work. I agree. Very good night.